Hi,
Hey
everybody.
everyone,
We're
we're the Sunshine
Sunshine
Stitchers.
Stitchers. Gary.
I'm Gary.
And I'm Shelia.
I was waiting for EJ, but she's missing in action.
Yeah, the school year ended this week and EJ packed her bags and left town.
Oh, okay.
Literally.
Oh,
So she is off on her vacation, very well deserved. And so Gary and I are carrying through.
yep.
Yeah, and just so that everybody knows, we will be filming going forward from a new location. We're going to be filming from my house going forward. So you're going to see a different background
Yeah.
in our videos. So
Well, there's still going to be some time we're zooming because I've got a lot of different things happening. So we'll still be doing some zooming.
Yeah, so after 3 years and 7 months, I actually calculated it out, 3 years and 7 months of EJ and I commuting on Saturday morning, Gary now gets the opportunity to make that commute. And so we'll see how many Saturdays he makes that drive.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've only filled my gas tank twice in the last 2 years.
Well, well, I mean, there's some things coming up later this year, so there should be some surprises.
All right, and the second thing I want to do is, first I offer an apology to D's 20 Stitches, because last week I had their email printed, I had extra information printed and left it in my stitchy salon, because I changed my location here into the front part of the house. And so I did not mention that this month, Pride Month, These 20 Stitches is hosting hashtag Stitch for Pride 2022. That's Stitch for Pride 2022. And that's a hashtag.
And you still got time this month to stitch.
You
start
do.
something, find something. Yep.
Dee has done an extraordinary job of setting this up. Not only it's both an informational and educational opportunity. So there's a calendar, you can't see it, but this just gives you an idea of how extensive the calendar is. There is something every day of the month. And again, I apologize, I'm coming in late. So we're already kind of behind the 8 ball here. But every day.
Now, does she have a Flosstube video?
Yes, they do.
Yep. So all this would have been on her video too. So there are some people that are in the know. It's just we got to get people over there to get in the know.
That's right. But
so head over to Dee's video and find out what all she's doing.
Well, everything will be in our description box below. But as an example for today, the topic is favorite local 2SLGBTQIA+ mutual aid fund or community organization. And that's just says favorite, go on their social webpage or whatever and just like or favorite them.
Okay.
The information is Happy Saturday. It's time to celebrate Pride by sharing your favorite local 2SLGBTQIA+ community organizations or mutual aid fund. If you have the ability, please make a donation. The learning section, and there's this for every single day of the month. The learning section is take some time to research organizations or mutual aid funds that benefit 2SLGBTQIA+ community members in your area. One easy way to do this is by starting to see if your city or area has a Pride organization. And the stitching prompt, because after all, it's all about cross stitch. The stitching prompt for today is, after sharing your organization or mutual fund and making a donation, if you are able to, stitch on a whip that you can connect to that organization or fund. And the calendar, I've read through the different days. I read through the calendar when it was first sent to me. And it's so much fun, the daily prompts, the information, the education. So please, all of the links will be in the description box below. And that is hashtag Stitch for Pride 2022.
Yeah.
So very, very excited. And the organization and structure is really well.
So it sounds like it'll be really fun to follow that hashtag and see how people are coordinating those prompts with a stitching item. So
yes,
that's the fun part.
Yes, exactly. And of course, in our area, we do have the Pride organization. There are a lot of activities planned both in Broward and Miami-Dade counties. So yeah, there's lots of opportunities and organizations that people in South Florida certainly can like or favorite this weekend. Second thing I want to, or third thing I want to mention, so thank you everybody for your comments. We read them, I reply extensively, enjoy them tremendously. And this week there was a lot of concern for us because of the weather last Saturday, which you knew at the time that we were filming, we had pouring down rain, and then there was thunder. I mean, we had it all. And just to let you know, yes, we all came through dry as far as our homes. We did not experience flooding, although there was some extensive flooding. Well, I won't say extensive, some flooding in the area. And I know for where EJ and I live, which is western, southwest Broward County, between 5 p.m. Friday and 5 p.m. Saturday, we had 6.87 inches of rain. Now, that's the most we've ever received in a 24-hour period, but it's what happened it's what you saw last weekend. And I think every day since then, it's rained somewhere in South Florida. Did you get rain yesterday, Gary?
Yeah, I get it. I get rain every day because I'm next to the beach.
Yeah. I was east yesterday. I got little bitty sprinkles on my windshield, just enough to run the windshield wiper once and kind of clean it up. But here we did not get rain yesterday, so it was, I don't think we did. So it was pretty cool. I'd like to say thank you to everybody for your appreciation for the framing for African Lady with Vase. That was very nice of you, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Gary, did you see any comments that you wanted to share?
Well, I wanted to thank everyone for the comments about the Feast of Friendship. That was a fun stitch. It was a fast stitch. There's still some people stitching it. I did kind of speed through it. Sorry about that, Deb. But I can't control how fast I stitch sometimes, or how much hours I put in something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, all righty. Do you have any finishes this week?
Nope, no finishes this week.
Okay, how about starts?
Yes, I have a start.
Okay.
This is the it's called a Ghoul Tie Welcome that I'm stitching with Karen from Fox and Rabbit. So we started a stitch along.
Yes.
And well, I'll put the hashtag in the down below here. It's kind of a fun one. So I worked on this for a couple of days during the week. So this is about a one page.
That's pretty.
Yeah. So it's stitched on a 32 count flannel flowers, which is a Fox and Rabbit fabric. So I thought it was really nice to do it on Fox and Rabbit fabric, and it's on the 32 count, so it fits on a fat quarter with 2.5 inches around. So it's a big piece, but it's like 332 stitches by 176, but it still fits on a 32 count. So,
okay, fat quarter.
Yeah, fat quarter.
Yeah,
so
very good.
That's all. That's my new start.
Okay. How about your whips?
My whip, I pulled out a fun whip. I know some of you may remember this little guy from last StitchCon, since there was so the story is there was 7 of these on the freebie table, which I didn't know at the time. Every time I would walk away from my table and wander around and do this, my non-extrovert activities, my non-introvert activities, as I say. And I'd come back, this pattern would be laying on my desk, on my table. And so I'd put it back on the freebie table, and then I'd come back and I'd pull out my floss or my next project, and it'd be in my bag.
Mhm.
And I'm thinking, okay, I didn't know there was 7 of them. So there was, apparently they put one in every bag, and that was Teresa Curry from Needle Bling. She was
Mhm.
playing the game, her and her table mates. So it kept going back and forth all weekend long. So finally, there was one folded up in Ronnie's jacket that we found up in the room, and then there was another one in the room this one was not in, was in the room. It wasn't folded. So when we left, I said, you know what? I'm just going to stitch it. So when I got back from StitchCon last year, I said, who wants to stitch this with me? And I think there's about 30 of you out there that's got the pattern now that should be stitching it. So we're going to StitchCon this week. So I brought them out, and I've been working on them this week.
StitchCon Weekend B.
Yes, I have to go to Weekend B.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
So there he is, all his glory. So I got to finish up his tail, work on the 3 pumpkins that he's laying on, and then the words. So he might not, would be nice if I could ring the bell, but you know, I'm going to be up and about. So I don't know what's going to happen, but, and he's on a 32 count Lugana called Vintage Atlantic. It's one of those printed.
Oh,
It's printed. So it's a vintage series. And so he's been really fun to stitch. That's 3 full skeins of Weeks Dye Works.
wow.
Yeah. He is a big one.
Yeah.
So, and this is the same designer that designed One Nation.
Oh.
So not only was he running around haunting me and tormenting me at StitchCon last year, so there was 3 finished framed One Nations on the brag table.
Yeah.
So this designer really was showcased, you know, on the down low for me. So I mean, I think it's really fun, and so this is a really fun stitch. It's not really that hard. I mean, it's wasn't that. So anyone who wants to still stitch them, I'm still stitching them. So you can join me.
Yeah.
Remember to bring them to StitchCon. I want to see yours, what fabric you picked.
That's right. That's right.
And then so Ronnie's he's been stitching a little bit.
I was so busy enjoying it. Let me see the name of the designer again.
Well, she's no longer designing. So it's Ruby.
Slipper Needlework. Okay.
Yeah. And the other one was Plum Street.
Yeah.
And so Ronnie's been working on his family birds, Octavia Ocampo. And he's made it down to the bottom of the page.
Oh, nice.
This is the end of the chart. He's got less than maybe less than 300, 400 stitches of the tree. And then he's got to do the lips of the bird. So this could be finished. He may be ringing the bell at StitchCon.
Oh, wow.
Last year at StitchCon, he was not a stitcher.
Yeah.
And so within 12 months, he's become a rabid stitcher. I may have rubbed off on him. So this is on 16 count Ada.
And
it's
he has another piece that he's taking to where he's waiting to put in the final stitch. So he knows he will be ringing the bell at Weekend B.
Yeah, I think there's like 30 or 40 stitches left on that one. So it's not like, so he's not cheating. And that was a pattern that was given to him for his birthday from Carolyn from Cizuk Stitch.
Yeah, very nice.
So, and he wanted to do it with her, but she went to Weekend A, so we're in Weekend B. So
okay, all righty. Okay, so I was busy this week. I worked on Wash Day. It is this is actually, I think it's actually a needlepoint pattern by Clementine Hunter, who is an American folk artist. She lived in Louisiana and was actually worked on a plantation there when her artistic skills were discovered. And so she really became a renowned folk artist in Louisiana. And this is my progress. I worked on the wash basket here. These are actually the hands of the woman. A sheet that's being washed in the wash basin, the table, and the grass this week. This had 3 days. I also said, okay, you're gonna have to bite the bullet on this guy because I'm gonna need to roll down the frame. So I went back and I did a lot more work on the sky here. I filled in some more of the blue, this black area here, which are like, storm clouds kind of lingering over the wash, trying to dry on the line. I have to start filling in these white sheets on the line. And then there's a person here hanging up.
So it's getting there. Yeah, I see her. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm definitely getting there for sure. Had a lot of fun with this this week. I enjoyed it tremendously. I also worked on Sassafras Samplers, which is a design arm of Sassy Jack's Stitchery in North Carolina. She issued Rosa, I can't show a lot, Rosa Parks last year. And I started stitching it.
Oh, wow, look at that. You've got a lot done.
Yeah, this was 3 days. I had, let me see, I had some of the outline, I think, for a couple of these quilt pieces here. I had maybe started this portrait frame. I finished that. I did all of these side pieces. I finished all of the words and then the bottom border here. I also went back and filled in this top border as well.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah. So
now you got to do the full coverage in the center.
No, not really. No.
Not a full coverage?
No, it's just her, it's a portrait. So,
okay.
So there's space around the top here. And I'm sorry, I forgot to say that the wash day is on a 36 count taupe. And I'm using the required DMC, lot of DMC. And this is on a color in cotton, 32 count tea leaves. And I'm using the call for Cosmo threads. So I'm really happy with this. And it's fun using the Cosmo threads. I'm enjoying the Cosmo threads a lot. A lot. And then last night, I worked on HandsOn Design, Let's Talk Stitching, which she has a nice little series going. She's done Let's Talk Quilting. And I'm really excited about this. I'm planning to make it into this tote bag here. And I bought the fabric stash, I guess you will, to make this quilted tote bag from Simply Stitches. I think I should write that down, which is partnering with HandsOn Design. So this is on, oh, I put my thing in the wrong spot anyway. This is on 32 count dragonfly.
Okay.
Pardon me?
So who's that by?
Dragonfly's Mountain Air.
Oh, okay.
And I'm using a sulky thread conversion.
That looks nice.
Yeah, yeah. I finished the hoop. I had a little bit done on the hoop. I finished the hoop and started on the word hoop in here.
Okay.
And I really want to step up the time I'm allocating to this because I want to finish it this year so I can finish the tote bag this year. So I'm very excited about that. That was fun. I mean, I really enjoyed my stitching this week. As I mentioned last week, I've identified my plans for this month to focus on all of my Black themed charts, as well as to celebrate Pride Month, and also sort of sprinkled in some pieces that I really want to make more progress. So it's a lot of good stuff. Okay, so Gary, do we have any, you have any haul or stitchy kindness?
I have Stitch Kindness. There was some confusion on what I was talking about when I talked about Toil and Trouble a few videos ago.
Yes.
What I was missing, and I'm pretty sure I said it, was I was missing the cover page. I fully lost the cover page of that chart. And the chart itself was pretty damaged and curled and nulled up because I didn't make a working copy when I started that. So I carried it around back and forth to California. So I didn't want to, since I had already lost the cover page, I didn't want to take the chance of losing the curled up gnarly pages of the original chart by taking it to StitchCon. But I had a lovely friend, Beth, send me the chart.
Oh, yes, and somebody else had offered it to you.
Yes, there was another Dee's? No.
No, I thought it was Shelia Humphrey.
No.
No? Oh,
No.
okay.
No, there was another lady. She makes a lot of comments. She makes a lot of comments. Because she I think she makes comments while she's watching because she's like, boom, boom, boom. I love
yes.
I can see the name. You know how I am with names. You know, I know who you are.
I do too.
They was gonna send it, and I said no. I said no because I didn't need I was missing only this page.
Yeah.
And so Beth just sent it. She didn't even tell me she was sending it. So thank you, Beth. And a lovely Denise. Yes. I thought it was Denise. I wasn't going to misspeak because I did misspeak a few videos ago about the owner of Be Stitch Me. It's Brandy, not Brittany. I had a B.
Sounded like close to, but not.
Yeah, I mean, what am I going to do? So that's all my stitchy kindness for, yeah.
Okay.
Thank
you.
As
I mentioned, I was east yesterday. I had several things to do, and met some stitchy friends at the Cartridge Cupboard, and then we went to have lunch, and so we had a wonderful time. And so, of course, I walked in, and she had the Cartridge Cupboard had Mariner's Map in 30 count, and this is a fabric that I bought a couple of years ago. And really enjoy stitching on it. It is really, number one, I love the color. It just works for everything. And the 30 count is very comfortable. But the thing, and also some Lucan Raw, which is kind of a different fabric. I don't know who makes it, but it's nice. Again, it's a nice shade. It's a nice feel. And this happens to be a 32 count. So I've added to my store of beige tinted fabric.
Oh, God.
I'm not sure that there is a beige tinted fabric out there that I don't have. I know, I really have to work on it when I'm somewhere to remember to pick up a shade other than a nice.
Other than beige.
Yeah, oh, it's such a great foundation.
Yeah.
Any color that you want to use. I mean, it's so flexible, and anyway, what can I say? Oh, and this was my fun buy. This is a little wooden box. This hole here fits the vials for Edmar needles. So you can stick your little vial in there and have it sit next to you, and then your scissors can sit there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so isn't that cool?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. Karen, the framer's husband, is making these.
Oh, okay.
And they have them in a brown color, and they also have a longer one where you can get multiple scissors in there, as well as stick a vial in there. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Somebody pointed it out. So it was a lot. It was a great fun afternoon. And the good thing, the wonderful thing, is that every year the Cross Stitch Cupboard hosts a contest where local stitchers bring in pieces to participate in the contest. And that contest started this past week and will run through the end of July. So
Right.
if you're in the area, go over to the Cross-Stitch Cupboard and you get to see a wonderful variety. Several of the local stitchers that you stitch with, I stitch with, have pieces in there. And they're just, the variety, the stitching is just amazing. It's a great way of looking to see what's out there, what people have worked on in the past year.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun. And you can vote on the winner in categories: extra large, large, medium, small, miscellaneous, and a needlepoint. So if you make a purchase, and I don't remember what the minimum is, it's not a lot, couple of packs of needles, something like that. But if you make a purchase, then you can vote. And you can go in and purchase and vote as many times as you want. So, and it's legal. So that's my haul for this week. Any announcements? Other announcements, Gary, I guess I should say.
Yes, I actually have some announcements. So the Christmas mystery box behind me will be going on sale June 25th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Time Zone. And that's going to be on the website. I've got the items showing there already, but the quantity is 0, so it shows sold out, but it gives you, the pricing and everything. It's going to be 3 counts of fabric. It would be a 16 count Aida, 18 count Aida, or 32 count linen. So the mystery box will have one of those type of fabrics in there. And also, while we're at StitchCon, any sales after Wednesday the 15th at noon will be shipped on the 21st of June, because Monday is a holiday and the weekend will be at StitchCon. So you can continue to make your purchases at garon.tottenbags.com all through the weekend. And then we'll come back and we'll just work like little crazy madmen like we are, and we'll do all that. And then we're also going to still have Sunday Zoom that Sunday that I get back, which is Sunday Zoom will be the 19th. I'll do Sunday Zoom on the 19th.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. So
well, when are you all leaving?
we're leaving
Sharonville.
we're leaving on the 19th.
Okay, so assuming all planes leave and arrive on time.
We are traveling as Garon, so Garon travels fast through all systems of transportation. So as you know, when we say it's going to get there, it's going to get there, right?
All right, okay. Anyway, that's your plan.
That's the announcement.
Oh, the announcement, okay. So again, just to remind people, June is Plum Street Sampler Month for the hashtag Garon Designer Focus. You can start preparing for July. I know it's a little early, but start preparing for July, Erica Michaels.
And the Plum Street items are all on sale the whole month of June.
That's right.
So if you don't have one and you thought of one, go out there and click on the Designer Focus sale items, and then click on the Plum Street logo, and then there's the items.
Okay, cool. So what are your plans, Gary?
Plans. Well, I do want to get a little bit more of him done. I want to get the pumpkins outlined so that when I am at StitchCon, I can kind of fill them in.
Oh, they all one color? They look one is
three different colors. There's
okay.
3 different pumpkins, so each one is a different color.
Okay.
So I think if I get them outlined, I should be able to play in there. And I do want to get the next page of this one started probably tomorrow on my Sunday Zoom with the Garon group. So this should be fun.
Okay, excellent. My plans for the next few days, I'm actually doing a variety of things. I'm going to be working on Cat Lovers, which is a jardin privé. And that is a stitch along with Derek of Married with Stitches.
That's still going on?
I'm still stitching it.
Okay. I'll have to talk to Derek next week and see if he brought it.
Yeah, see if he remembers. He may not even remember.
Probably says, oh, that thing's been finished and framed.
Probably. I will actually work on the game twice next week, not 2 consecutive days, but twice in the week, which I have not worked on in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I will return to wash day and I will be focusing on the sky.
Okay.
I'm going to go, pick up my boobies, beach dance, Lindy Stitches, beach dance, and pick up Mary Pet's sampler.
Okay.
And on the 16th, I am starting Timothy's Pride.
Good.
Which is the first publication by the Stitching Steward. And I'm very excited about that. Very excited about stitching that shirt. So those are my plans for this week. Also want to say, everybody at StitchCon Weekend A, I know you're having a ball, enjoying yourselves tremendously, and just continue, just have a ball, just enjoy. A lot of great people are there this weekend.
Yes, there is a lot of great people this weekend.
Yeah.
There's going to be great people in Weekend B.
Yes.
Ronnie and I will have a blast there with Deb and some other local friends.
Okay, good. Excellent. Okie dokie. Well, anything else that you'd like to say?
No, I think it's pretty short.
Okay, well, the only thing I want to say again, representation matters. So don't forget the representation and matters SAL, and don't forget the diversity and inclusion SAL.
Correct.
Run year round, every day, so hashtag your pieces, and let's see what you're working on. Okay, well, I think we've said it all.
And don't forget,
no matter
where you are,
the sun is always
shining when you're stitching.
Bye.
Bye.